Hey there everybody, Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter from CARTERMATT.com.
This video is our reaction to The Masked Singer, the semifinals. This is the Christmas episode. But wait, is it really? An investigation we are beginning right now.
Yeah, they axed the Christmas tree right before the Christmas special. That's not cool, Masked Singer.
We're going to talk about that and a lot more in this video. Before we do, though, if you like this video, why not give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. Okay, so first, you get rid of the Christmas tree before Christmas. Then you have a Christmas special, and you only have two people actually sing legitimate Christmas songs.
You mean Big Spender is not a Christmas song?
Breaking news, everyone. Big Spender is not a Christmas song. Mr. Brightside by the Killers is definitely not a Christmas song. I'm pretty sure I would remember that when I went and saw them in concert in like April 2007. So that's not on the list. Also, we may have an argument about Hallelujah, also not a Christmas song.
It's not a Christmas song, but it's appropriate for Christmas. Just saying.
Okay, we need to have a serious question. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No, it is not a Christmas movie.
Disagree.
Just because you're set on Christmas does not make you a Christmas movie.
I disagree. It is so a Christmas movie. You know what we're doing at Christmas now.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, then, is Home Alone a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Okay, we're in agreement there. All right, we have sorted out all the important questions, but also, let us know in the comments, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? All right, so we have 5 different performers tonight. We lose 2 of them. As much fun as we're having, this is actually a really dark day as Coco Vanderwolf's getting passed around because...
Yeah, I've been left.
Well, we've also been left by the Leopard, and the Leopard is officially no more.
I knew it was coming, but, you know, it still sucks.
It is bad, but I also, you know, no offense to the great legendary Seal, but don't do Big Spender in the semifinals on a Christmas episode.
Yeah, we just had this talk yesterday,
yeah.
Seal, about how you gotta keep embracing these big, beautiful ballads that just accentuate your voice so well. It's so perfect for you. And then you go and do Big Spender, which is pretty much like doing Earth, Wind, and Fire. It just didn't fit. But, I mean, once he was revealed, he pretty much said he came on here for his kids. He wanted to just have a lot of fun. So this wasn't a thing he was here to change his career. He's Seal, so his career is pretty sad. It felt like he just wanted to come and have a lot of fun, sing some songs he would never normally get to sing, and he did all that, and I'm better for it.
I think Seal could not care less about winning the Masked Singer. I think he would probably store that Masked Singer trophy. You know, like he's probably got a trophy case for all of his Grammys and everything else he's won over his career. I think the Golden Mask is a beautiful trophy, but Seal may not have room for it anywhere. He may have just had to put it in his bathroom or something if he had won it. So
I'm sure his kids would probably have it on their shelf. They'd be excited. Now, I want to call shenanigans on these clues, Masked Singer. I'm talking to you guys. So you guys have used the same clue twice in this season, and it sucked both times, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
So you guys have used the baseball bat, and you used it with Kelly, and I was supposed to somehow connect the game of baseball to her dad biting off the head of a live animal.
Yeah.
There is no connection. Then tonight, apparently the baseball bat also showed up again in Seal's package. I don't remember that, but that's what they said in the comments at the bottom. Yeah. And somehow I was supposed to connect the game of baseball to Batman. Batman. Do you think about Bat? Here's a baseball bat. What do you think about?
I immediately think of Batman. Thank you. There's my wonderful Batman impression, everyone. Good night. That is who I'm going to be. What if I went on The Masked Singer and I was just Batman? And that was my costume.
That'd be all right. And apparently they put a baseball bat with you.
Yeah. That's how you actually can guess who I really am. The baseball bat clue. No,
they've had some really good clues this season, but they have really had some clues that are real far-fetched. Come on.
Yeah.
Baseball bat? I'm supposed to think of Batman? No. There is no universe where this connects.
No, there's really not.
So now, because of this clue, I am more convinced that Wayne Brady is the fox because none of these clues are anything. They don't match up with anything, so they'll pull some really obscure something that does not connect to him being a superhero at all, and they'll be like, here's how we made it work. See this baseball bat? Don't you think about Batman?
Well, The Masked Singer is their new motto should be the official show of nihilism because nothing matters. The rules don't matter. The advancement doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Coco Chanel barking doesn't matter.
Yep, she's barking it at herself in the mirror over there. So what she likes to do.
Nothing matters with The Masked Singer. Screw the clues and everything else. Also, unfortunately, goodbye, Seal.
Meh.
But also, Thingamajig. You had a good run. I think... Okay, I want to backtrack here. How is it that Ken Jeong all of a sudden magically knows who Victor Oladipo is? Like, if he knew who was Victor Oladipo, shouldn't he just figured it out when there was like a giant 4 in the very first episode?
Yeah, I agree. There's something that's just a little like strange that it kind of only is coming up now. Yeah. We said this the last episode with the Anna Gasteyer thing. Yeah. Some of these things just feel a little strange. And I'm not saying like, oh, it's rigged or anybody's being fed anything. I don't think that. Yeah. It is a little strange that it's only coming up now. So my theory is that Ken or Jenny or whoever has thought that this might be that person, like from the get-go. There was something that they were like, I know who this is. As Ken would say, I know who this is. Yeah. But he actually knew who it was. And instead of on the first night being like, oh, it's Victor, and blowing it for everybody, he's like, you know what? I know that it's Victor. For whatever reason, I'm going to sit on this because then it's taking away the fun of the show for everybody. That's my theory on it.
And I think your theory is right, because I had forgotten about this until Ken actually said it, that I know that Ken Jeong is a big basketball fan. I know he was not lying about that. So I feel like this probably is a situation where it is pretty well known in NBA circles. Here I am pretending that I am in NBA circles, but it's pretty well known that Victor is a really, really good singer. And like he's not LeBron James. He's not like so famous that like, yeah, I mean, you're not a basketball person, but you know who LeBron is. And like, you know, he's not that famous, but he's famous enough that most casual NBA fans know who he is. So it makes sense that Ken knew this whole time and he was just trying to do us a solid.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's kind of how they're probably playing. The rest of them are playing it out as well. There is, this guessing game that is part of this show. That is something that is a lot of fun with this show. And while they may figure it out early, like a lot of us online have figured people out, they want to give us a little bit of that magic and not just take it away from us and be like, oh, it's Victor on the first episode. And then it's like, oh, well, we already know, so thanks, Ken.
We all need a little bit of Masked Singer magic in our lives sometimes, and you allowed us to have former Orlando Magic player Victor Oladipo on the show for a very long time, and good on you, Victor. You lasted longer than pretty much any other person. You beat singers. You beat Patti LaBelle on the Masked Singer.
And Michelle Williams. What is happening here? No, he did. He did well.
Pat yourself on the back. But now we must talk about the final 3. Mm-hmm. 3 singers are remaining. I have no idea who is going to win out of these 3 because there's a lot of different ways to look at it. The Fox, I feel like, is like the most well-rounded. I think he's the best dancer of the 3. I think he's the best showman of the 3.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the best singer of the 3, but I think he's a very good singer.
I think he's a whole package.
Yeah. I think he's a whole package. I think he's fun.
But at the same time, I also feel like the Rottweiler is a full package. And I think Flamingo has that as well. Yeah. I wasn't crazy about her last performance, but her last performance is the only performance that I was kind of questionable to me. She did a great job with the stage presence. She worked that stage. Great just feel of all of it. But Fleetwood Mac is hard for almost anybody. Like, it's
Yeah.
just a really difficult band to sing with. So, yeah, she did her best with that. I just think that overall, these three performers, it is really a toss-up of where this could land, because they all have something.
Yeah, they all have something. They each bring something unique to the table. Wayne's the only one. I'm already calling him Wayne Brady, even if I don't know for sure. The
Donald
Fox.
Glover! No, it's probably Wayne. Like I said earlier, if we got a baseball bat and that means Batman, sure, Wayne Brady can be a superhero.
Well, I think it's
And after the Anna Gasteyer thing yesterday, with her having this Christmas book or whatever that was coming out, her Sugar and Booze album thing that's
her
happening.
album,
Yeah, so she knew that she was doing that clearly when they were filming this.
Yeah.
Because that was a whole part of her food thing and all this. But we all didn't know that that was coming out until yesterday or when she released it.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that maybe he got permission, Wayne, to talk about his role in the upcoming
Black Lightning. Yeah.
And maybe that's where they're going with it, so that he can be like, and now I'll be on this show. But, you know, I don't know that Fox really wants that. It's like, oh, now you've watched me on Fox, now go over to this other network. So I'm still kind of on the fence about that, if Fox really wants to promote someone else's network.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they went in the direction of clues that they did with Wayne Brady. I'm guessing they didn't want to make it too obvious that it's him, so they tried to give some subtle references, because I think his voice is pretty recognizable. So
it is, but he also sounds like Donald Glover. And Donald Glover does sound like Wayne Brady to some degree.
Yeah, they have some vocal similarities. What's interesting to me was that I actually feel like the Joey Fatone clue is kind of revealing in a sort of way, because it feels like Joey and Wayne would know each other.
Yep.
They're probably around the same age. You know, I feel like I could see the two of them in my head hanging out, and I think that's probably a big part of it. I don't know if I see Joey Fatone hanging out with Donald Glover, but that's just me. But
I don't know. I mean, they're both in music, and it's not that Wayne isn't, but he's not primarily known for that. You don't say Wayne Brady and you're like, oh, the musician. You're like, oh, the guy from Whose Line is it?
The Rottweiler comes out, and he does the great Christmas song of Mr. Brightside by the Killers, which I love this song, so I'm not going to complain. And I think he was awesome in doing this song.
Oh, he was really good.
Yeah, I love the energy. I love that he held the notes out. This is a really hard song to sing, because for whatever reason, Brandon Flowers of the Killers, his favorite thing to do is just randomly wail at least 2 or 3 times a song, where he just almost just sounds like he's shouting and falling off a cliff. And, you know, Chris Daughtry, who is probably the Rottweiler, pulled it off. Congratulations, Chris Daughtry. You made it to a finale. You're not going to have to, man, if they had eliminated you tonight,
Ouch.
I would have taken the Rottweiler helmet. I would have just thrown it at Nick Cannon. Really.
Yeah, I agree. He deserves a break from that.
Yeah, let Chris Daughtry have his win. He doesn't have to win the Masked Singer, but I think it would be kind of fun if he did.
I think it would be fun if he did too. But really, I would really be happy if any of these three win. They've all done a fantastic job. They all are the whole package. They all work the stage.
Yeah.
They have beautiful voices. This is going to be a tough one. I really don't know where it's going to land. If I just had to pick where I want it to land, I would want it to land on Wayne. But I've got a soft spot for Wayne. I love him. I grew up watching him on Whose Line.
Yeah.
I love him. So
yeah. Wayne Brady has been a part of my television life for, I have to think how old I am, at least 17 years now.
Yeah.
And I actually think the Flamingo is going to win. As of right now, that's where I'm going to stake my claim on it, because I think she's just had so many just really, really strong performances. She was really, really great tonight. Hallelujah is covered a million times, but it is a really hard song to still do.
Yeah.
It's also a really long song to do. The actual regular version of this song's 6 minutes long, which I'm always curious about what verses they're gonna pull out, because some of them are very weird for family audiences. But she was great in this song, and I think She just has an energy about her that I think people are really going to like, and I think she'll be a good winner and representative for the show.
Yeah, I think she would be too.
And it's probably Adrienne Bailon, and I only know that because I went and listened to her sing after people started saying that. I had never heard her sing before this.
Yeah, no, I had and have no idea who she is.
Well, that seems to be
This is
the way
my
of it.
only real connection with her through the show. So I'm getting to know her, getting to know her voice and what she can do, and she's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's kind of the cool thing about The Masked Singer is like you get to really know some people that you don't know through this weird environment. Like I didn't know much about T-Pain last season other than that he was the guy who sang autotune all the time. And
There was a lot of people this season so far that I don't really know. Like I don't know her. I didn't know Anna Gastar. I don't know Victor because I don't know NBA anything.
Yeah.
So this season had some surprises on it of unless I had Google, I was never gonna know.
Well, yeah, I think that's the way with all celebrity shows. I mean, I'm always really happy, like the seasons of Dancing with the Stars, where there's only like one person that I haven't heard of, because then it feels like I've done my responsibility as an entertainment journalist to know people. But usually it's like 3 or 4 of them. I'm just like, who? But all right, well, we'll conclude this video on The Masked Singer. One more to go. Next week, we will be back to break everything down. And I want to know from you guys now, who are you rooting for? Are you sad to see the Leopard and the Thingamajig go? Share in the comments and give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking that link in the description to the CARTERMATT store, and we'll see you here next time.
We love you, Seal!